I'd just like to welcome you out to my wife's show. I hope you have a great show today, honey.
Thank you.
Okay.
I have boxes. I have boxes to open. Good afternoon. I came home today to more boxes from plants that I've ordered. I have a Proven Winners box, and I have a box from Romence Gardens where I got some hellebores. So let's get them open and see what's inside. I don't do gigantic orders, but these are big orders for me. So one's Proven Winners, and the other is from Romence Gardens. Okay, I'll do the top one first. Not the sharpest scissors. They just had some hellebores that looked like great deals. Let's see, how do I do this? There's a handle. So they have this, get in touch with us if your plants didn't get there right. Let's cut them open. Woo. 3 of these. It's the Mother of the Bride. It's part of their wedding party series. 3 of this one. I believe I have 3 rather. It's the Snow Rose. Mahogany Snow. Okay. And 3 of this one. It's called Jacob. It's a white one. And the Proven Winners box. Bigger. Oof. Oh boy. Tons. Okay. I think I got multiples of a lot of things. I got some Surefire red begonias. Let's see, so these are the eco pots. You can just plant them. Oh, here's the thing. Surefire red begonia. 12 to 24 inches high. So depending on the location. Now I got multiples of that. Some Surefire white begonias. I believe they also get 12 to 24 inches. Yep, also 12 to 24 inches tall. Oops. It says to space them 12 inches apart, minimum, maximum 18. So they're more of a tall, kind of skinny plant. Okay, this is small. This is an El Niño Catalpa. El Niño Catalpa, and it's a shrub that has these really beautiful flower panicles on it. And it could be a shrub or a small tree. 10 to 15 feet tall and 8 to 10 feet wide. So this needs some space. Says pruning in spring, so it must bloom on new wood. Anyway, that's the El Nino Chitalpa. I got, I think, 2 of those. This, I believe, is dressed up ball gown heuchera. Yep, dressed up ball gown heuchera. And I have some that are quite similar, like just over there. But, this says 10 to 12 inches high. And it's perennial. Everything I get, pretty much, I want it to be perennial. The begonias might come back, they might not. This is a sweet box, sweet and low. So it's pretty healthy. So this is a shade shrub, and it gets 1.5 to 2.5 feet tall and 2 to 3 feet wide. It's a shade plant and it's fragrant. The flowers, which are really kind of cute, are fragrant. And I have a lot of shade here. So I got the new plants settled in the shade here. Have all of the got all the hellebores here. These are the sweet box. They're a shade. The heuchera and the begonias. And then I wanted to kind of walk you through what else I have going on here on the front porch, because things have been arriving, and I ordered things from the nursery, and they call me and say, hey, your monkey flowers here, come get it. So things have been arriving, and I don't have a way to plant them right now. I'm gonna organize my kids one of these weekends to get everything in the ground, but for now this is like my little nursery, my little home nursery. So anyway, so these are the newer plants. My mom just brought these. These are a blue-eyed grass, they're called, but they're actually in the iris family. So you can see the leaves are kind of strappy, and then they're gonna have a little blue iris-like flower. These are from Native Sons. They stay low, very low. Blue grass perennial, 9 to 12 inches. And I really try to stick with perennials because I don't want to waste money on annuals. And then I have some ground cover ajuga here. This one's Caitlin's Giant, and I like the big leaves that look like a Virginia. These are 3 Virginia here as well. So the Caitlin's Giant ajuga, 10 inches tall, grows to 10 inches tall, space 12 inches apart, but I think they're going to spread, and I have some shady areas I want them to spread in. And then I have 3 of the Virginia. These, I believe, also Native Sons. These are Virginia Dumbo, Silata Dumbo. So these ones are all going to go in the shade. And then I have a white dogwood. So white flowering dogwood here. I have 2 of those. There's another one somewhere down the line here. Then I have a sticky monkey flower. Now this is one of our natives. I'm gonna have an area where I'm trying to put all natives. So the blue-eyed grass will be one of the natives. And then this sticky monkey flower is also one of the natives, and one of the games the kids and I would play is the leaves literally are sticky. So we'd start a hike and we'd find one and we'd pick one flower and stick it on our shirt, and whoever had the monkey flower leaf stuck on them the longest won. Anyway, this is a ground cover rosemary that I'm gonna put somewhere. This is a sage, a California sagebrush, but it's also Artemisia is the scientific name. Artemisia California gray, Canyon gray rather. So this one is the low spreading one, and this was called Cowboy Cologne. It smells amazing. It's that amazing smell you smell when you go hiking in the California mountains, coastal mountains. This is a 8-pack, I believe, of Munstead lavender, and this is going to go along the north side of our house, where I just put in a bunch of climbing roses. I want to have a bunch of lavender there as well. And then I have 3 of these Ugni Molinet Flambeau. Ugni Molinet Flambeau. 3 of these, and you can see they're slightly different color. This one's a little more yellow green, and this one's a more of a sagey green. But there's 3 altogether, and it's a Chilean guava. It does have a fruit. And I'm thinking this is actually gonna, 2 of them are gonna flank our garage door, and then the 3rd one will go in the landscape somewhere. My mom brought me this cute little stephanotis vine. I'll try to find a place for that. And then I have these 2 or 3 maybe of these. It's 2 or 3 of these. It's a manzanita. It's the Arctostaphylos Pacific Mist manzanita, and I love the sagey green leaves on this. Normally manzanitas are really more of a, you know, pine green, so I like this green. Then I have a few strawberry guavas. These are going to go at the end of the upper veggie bed. I have 2 flanking the entrance to the upper veggie bed, and then I'm going to put 2 on the other side. I'm going to put it here. I have a mangave. This one is, let's see, agave blue glow. Thin red and yellow margin on the leaves. And I have that area in the back there where I have agaves and aloes. I got 3 of these sweet brooms, and they do indeed have a sweet scent. It's kind of lemony. Now I have the sage on me, but this is not the kind that's invasive. It's not French broom or the other broom. This one is non-invasive. So then I have a couple roses. These are from Heirloom Roses. I got Fragrant Masterpiece, Duchesse de Montebello. And what happened was I had a blue girl that died, blue girl rose, and they replaced it. And of course you have to get more whenever you are on their website. So more monkey flower, sticky monkey flower, sweet broom. This is an aloe. It is, let's see if I can get the camera down there. Chico banana aloe. And then look at this. I got a little gift here in this aloe. I think this one, yeah, Ferex Butterfinger, the Butterfinger. I just think that's a really pretty one. This one is gorgeous. I'm not sure. Some of these I got from a center for disabled people, and they pot up plants and sell them, and I think this was one of them. So that's an aloe of some sort. Moving along. More sweet broom. So these ones were all potted up from that center. And no, not this one. This is a Ray of Light agave. Isn't that beautiful? Love the white margins on it. This one, I love this one. This is a flax, and it's the Beschorenia Eulodes. It's the Flamingo Glow flax. So it has these really cool yellow and green leaves, and then it sends up this flower spike that's pink. It just has this flamingo pink and chartreuse flower spike, and it's a really fun one. This is our El Nino. And we have 2 pincushions. This is Naomi. So it's a Protea Naomi, or Leucospermum, Leucogem, Leuco something. Leucospermum, there we go. And this is the brothers one, so this is going to have more of an orange flower. Leucospermum Patersoni brothers. So those are both pincushions, where I have the other ones in the back. Then, all right, back to here. These are an edible banana, the Cavendish banana. We're in zone 10B. I should be able to grow these in an area where it's going to get reflected heat off the building. So I'm going to plant those in pots. Bananas will run, so I don't want to have them run all over my yard. This is the other white flowering dogwood. It's starting to leaf out. We have 2 of these, Grevillea Superb, and this is my favorite Grevillea by far. I just love these colors. It's just so great. And so those may end up by my hoop house, in pots on either side of the hoop house, because I have 2. And then these are really pretty heuchera. This is the heuchera alum root, heuchera maxima. And it looks a lot like a dressed up ball gown to me, but it's not. But I love the flowers on heuchera. A lot of people just grow them only for the leaves, which they're great, but I love them. I love the flowers too. Then I have 2 mangoes. These are a Valencia Pride mango. One of my kids is a fruit bat, and if I can plant fruit and grow it, I will. My mom brought me 5 of these. These are a red buckwheat, Ergonum grande rubensis. Let's see. Red flowered buckwheat is the common name. So they create like a mound, a ball that's like 2 foot by 2 foot. And then they send up flower spikes that are larger. On this side here, can't even get it all on the front porch. This is a red bed. As you can see, I ordered it a long time ago and they had my name on it and called me and said, hey, your plant's here. And then this is a Maximilian sunflower. I have a spot exactly for it. I have 4 of these Chilean guava, Ugni Molinae. These are the non-variegated. You can ask yourself, I might not be saying that right. And then this one is the Austin Griffiths Manzanita. I just think those are really pretty. I love the flowers, and birds clean off the seeds, the fruit, but you know, humans can actually, I believe, eat it. Don't trust me. Look it up yourself. And then that's it. I think that's it. This is my blue girl that the one I ordered last year died. But oh boy, do I have my work cut out for me. I'm not going to plant all these. I can't dig holes anymore. But I'm going to plan where things are going to go and say put this in the wheelbarrow and get it over to this area and dig me some holes. So anyway, that's the porch. That's those 2 boxes open and a porch update. I was talking to one of my friends yesterday about where we live. Her daughter had been over and she was coming to pick her up, and we did a little walk around the yard, and she said everything grows here. And I said it's kind of like living in a greenhouse, because we get the sun. Well, it's kind of foggy in the morning, then it burns off, we get some sun, and then it fogs back over, and so the heat and the moisture kind of get trapped. So it really is kind of like living in a greenhouse, and so we can get a lot of things to grow here, even though we don't get a ton of sun. So things don't get really big, and I'm struggling with broccoli, cauliflower, and things that you wouldn't think you would struggle with, but they're just not doing it here. So I'm going to keep moving them around the yard till I find the spot where they're the happiest. But I just love gardening. I love plants. I love being outside, and I'm struggling with not being able to do as much as I used to with my arms, but I can start seeds. So I'm starting seeds, and I can order plants with the best of them. So that's the part of that I'm doing, and we're continuing the vision of getting the cut flower garden going and maybe building a farm stand out there to sell some of them. So that's where we're at right now. So thank you for joining me, and I will catch up with you next time. Bye-bye.